Hello, everybody. Welcome to Little Rusty Bucket. Subscribe to the channel and all that. I was not planning on making a video today, well, I've made plenty of videos today. I was not planning on making this video at this time of day. I was getting ready to go to bed, and I am very tired. No, I'm not high. I took some sleeping pills, so I'm fighting, but I still want to do this video because I just watched a crazy ass game. I might touch on the Thunder Pacers game a little bit as well because that was also a pretty crazy game. The Thunder managed to go back to back double overtime games in the first two games of their season, which is the first time that has ever happened in NBA history. But the game I really want to talk about is this Warriors versus Nuggets game. So the Nuggets are a team that I was very high on entering this year, and the Warriors are a team that I was not so high on going into this year. And I don't know. Obviously, it's just one game, but I'm starting to regret that. I also felt that a little bit with the Warriors versus Lakers game, although I chalked that up mostly to the Lakers not being that good. But whatever it may be, I do think I was a little bit too harsh on the Golden State Warriors. They're actually a little bit better than I gave them credit for, I think. But aside from that, the game itself, the events of this game were fucking nuts. Specifically, my GOAT, my favorite player of all time, Stephen Curry, went the hell off. 42 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 6 for 12 from outside. And it's not just that he had 42, it is the shots that he hit late in this game and when he did it, because he had, I believe it was 20 points across the fourth quarter and overtime, and I think he had 16 in that fourth quarter. And at one point, it was 114 to 120, and he hit 1 3 top of the key from a screen handoff from Draymond. And then the next three he hit, I swear to God, was from like 40 feet over a contest. Just an absolutely wild shot, but it's Stephen Curry. And I trust that Stephen Curry is going to hit that shot. And he did exactly that. Like it simultaneously, like a holy shit moment, and also the most believable thing in the world, just because I am so used to this man doing the impossible. This was absolutely baffling game on Denver's side as well. But I will quickly just touch on the rest of the Warriors stuff, I guess, just so that I don't miss any important beats. Jimmy Butler played fine for the most part, but he did hit a three at the top of the key to basically put the game away. So that was a massive shot. He hadn't really done anything in quite a while. Jonathan Kaminga, his first game, he was unbelievably good. Like, man, this might completely change like the trajectory of the Warriors as a whole if he keeps playing like this good. This time he went 1 for 4 from three and he had 3 dimes, 1 turnover, but I still feel like he did a much better job of actually trying to work within the flow of the Warriors offense rather than just being a ball stopper. Like the ball does not stop the moment it touches Kaminga's hands right now. And that makes a really big difference. He ended up having 14 in this one and being a +8. Seriously, if he can be as effective in this system as he has been in the first two games, that dramatically raises the ceiling of the Warriors. And it's definitely not something that I bet on at all. I did not think Kaminga would make such effective adaptations, but of course, we're 2 games in, not sure yet if it will stick, but it's a kind of mentality that if he sees the results, which I think he has, it'll probably make it more likely to stick. But yeah, absolutely insane game from Steph. Good game from Jimmy. Draymond, also pretty big game for him, 13, 8, and 8. I didn't watch the first quarter and a half of this game because the other game was overlapping because it went into double overtime. So I can't inform you on that part of the game. Normally, I wouldn't like to talk about a game that I didn't watch in full. However, this was just so nuts. Al Horford, much better second game. He was really bad in that first game, and I got quite concerned, but he went 3 for 4 from outside in this one. Also, Will Richard, rather. That guy looks like he could maybe be a rotation player for them. That's kind of exciting because, again, I didn't even factor him into the equation at all in my Warriors video. But moving on to the Denver Nuggets, Aaron Gordon 50 piece. Never thought I'd ever say that. Never thought that would ever happen. But somehow, what I feel less inclined to believe that indeed did happen is he shot 10 for 11 from outside. The game checked in as he after he had already hit like 4 or 5, but hit 5 damn more, 6 more in front of me, and my god, unbelievable pull-ups, threes, like, and it was also not teams can be really stubborn about how they defend players who they recognize as non-shooters, and typically Aaron Gordon does fall into that category, like a guy who can hit a three but not someone who you're like that scared of either. But they were defending him super tight and he still managed to get these opportunities. He had a really big three to go late in the fourth quarter. Was not enough though. And honestly, probably the most baffling thing about this game is that they managed to lose it while Aaron Gordon was this good. A big part of that is probably Cam Johnson, who played fucking awful in this game. He was really not good in the preseason earlier or either. So I'm like worried, is Cam Johnson broken? Did they trade for him and then he forgot how to shoot? That would really, really suck because I banked a lot on the Denver Nuggets this year, especially because I'm a big believer in Cam Johnson. But not the best showing. 2 for 8, 1 for 6 from three. Had a team worse, negative 17 plus minus. Not a very good debut, to say the least. Jamal Murray was cool. Nikola Jokic, also a very weird Nikola Jokic game. Why? Sometimes he just decides he's going to take an insane amount of threes, and he took 13 today, and he only made 2 of them. It seemed like he was kind of short on stamina, maybe not in the best playing shape yet, which I'm not giving him shit for. That's pretty damn common towards the start of the year. But like he was really unwilling to put the ball on the floor, get into the paint. Still did it a good amount, don't get me wrong. He had 10 2-point attempts, but he was just taking the three every time. And I got increasingly less likely to think it was going to go in as time went on. Every three was worse than the last. But yeah, crazy series of events for how this game went down. We've had so many good games thus far. I have watched I think maybe 11 games by now. I'm making a point to go back and watch every single one of the games on Thursday, and I want to watch every team's first game period because I'm going to do the classic overreacting to the first game of each team season video. But it's been really good basketball. It's been really fun basketball. It's been really competitive basketball. I even managed to enjoy the Sacramento Kings versus Phoenix Suns game, which I know is kind of blasphemous. And I certainly did not really enjoy watching prime Dylan Brooks taking 24 shots for 22 points. But like, I think it's just also well balanced matchups for every team's first game. Like, I feel like the mid teams play the mid teams, the good teams play the good teams, and the bad teams play the bad teams out of the gate. Speaking of, there is a video that will be coming out early tomorrow about the Charlotte Hornets because that was a really fun game too. Like, I'm really, really thrilled with the basketball so far. Very, very thrilled. Double overtime games back to back for the OKC Thunder. Shea with a 55-point game. Again, I have to say this to just wake myself up. 50 points from Aaron Gordon. And it's also not even that he hit 10 threes. He went 10 for 11. That's bonkers, dude. He shot 91% hitting 10 threes. Like, if you would have asked me like what will be the highest amount of threes that Aaron Gordon makes in his career, I would have guessed about 7. Like 7 or 8. And 8 really feels like a stretch. 7 feels like it's like, yeah, every once in a blue moon, a guy who's an okay shooter catches just an absolute heat wave and hits a bunch, but you really don't get to 10 unless you've improved your jumper a lot. He also hit a bunch of mid-range shots in this one. In fact, I would like to see his game chart. Yeah, in the mid-range, he went 3 for 6. 3 for 6 from mid-range, 10 for 11 from the 3-point line. So that is 13 for 17 on jump shots in general. Absolutely wild. Basketball is so fun, man. Maybe not the most productive video because I mostly just went, wow, that's crazy. But then again, what is this job if not that? I just did a video about Wemby that will be coming up tomorrow as well. And the whole time I was like, I can't do anything besides say, what the hell is this? I guess I could real quick chat about the Thunder Pacers game. Just a couple of quick rapid fire notes on that. I will be talking about that again in the every team for first game video. Pascal Siakam is really underrated. I hope he has a big year this year and gets some people paying attention to him. Benedict Mathurin, another player who I am guilty of not believing in at all, who is just phenomenal. 36 points in this game, 3 for 8 from outside, got 17 free throw attempts. Meanwhile, my backup MIP pick, Andrew Nemhard, played awful and only played 17 minutes. Maybe he got injured and I didn't see that. I feel like he probably would have reasonably checked in at some point, but he also played so bad in the minutes that he got that I'm not if he got injured and I missed it, then there's that. But also, if he just stopped playing because he was playing that bad, I could absolutely see that as well. The other thing I wanted to mention was Jarris Walker. Jarris Walker, really, really good game here from him. Hit a couple of mid-range shots. I did not know he really had it in his bag like that. Another bad look for my most improved player picks because Jay Huff only played 12 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. The Indiana Pacers, they looked really fucking good in this game, even though it ended up ultimately losing. They were a victim of a Shea 55-point game, so there's really not much you can do about that. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.